Hello everyone, and welcome to the continuation of our previous lesson. Okay, so in our previous lesson, we actually learned to do this. Okay, so this is what we learned to do. Now we would want to actually work on this. Okay, so to do this, since this is a scrollable screen, first let's try something. So I'm going to have to highlight all of these. Okay, I'm going to group them. Control G, and I'll click on here. We have sticky elements stick element when scrolling. Okay, so this is going to prevent this from scrolling, and then this would rather scroll. So I'm also going to do same for our icons here. Okay, and then I'll click on stick element when scrolling. So now if we preview it, okay, you can see when I scroll, you can see like these are static, but we can still scroll this. Okay, to actually do it, I'm going to have to let me change this connection rather from here to here, to this particular screen. Okay, since I already have it, so I'm going to click on preview, and then let me close this one. Sorry. So when I click on this, okay, so now I can actually scroll. So you can see the scrolling. Okay, but we have an issue. Okay, you can see it's showing inside our um, behind this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so look at how I was able to resolve this. Okay, I even didn't resolve it. Hmm. Let's see. I'm going to change this back. Okay, we got the opacity. Okay, so let's change. Let me change to white. Okay. I'll refresh it and then let's see what happens. Okay, so you can see it's perfect. It's not showing behind it. So all I had to do was let me just start all over. So I went to the shape, pick the card. Okay, made sure I had it at this level, dragged it, then right click and then send to back. Okay, so move to back. Okay, not move backwards, move to back. And then I can bring this down a bit. And then I would rather, sorry, I'll click it and rather do stick elements when scrolling. Okay, so when I go back to preview or refresh, I should have it. Okay, yeah, so yeah, let's progress. So your assignment will be just to change these numbers here to like currency, so the currency of your choice. You can decide to change the description, the name of the plant, anything. And to further advance yourself, you can actually try to make maybe two of these. Okay, so these two on the same like aligned. Okay, these two on the same line just to save space. Okay, yeah, that would be like it's up to you on how you would want to do that. So yeah, so that should be it. Okay, so now let's proceed to our screen here. So we wouldn't want to use the scrolling, so this screen. Okay, so I'm going to do Control C, Control V. Okay, and I'm going to take all of these out. Now let's see what we have. So we want our this control copy, hold shift, and I'm going to do Control C, Control V, and then bring this here. Okay, so and then bring this. Okay, okay. So our user actually selected this. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. Control V. That's Control C, Control V, and all I have to do is position it here, and then just drag to this size. Okay, right click, and then I'm going to send to move to back. Okay, I can take this gallery out. We don't want it. And now let me see if the shadow. So shadow. Okay, so we have the shadow, we have 3 and then 10 blur. So I'll select this and then let's see. Okay, so I'm going to change the shadow here. The y-axis, okay, to 3. Okay, so meaning we want this shadow to be on the y-axis. Okay, so you know the x-axis is horizontal and then the y-axis is vertical. So moving downwards is positive, moving upwards is negative. So the x-axis, we have moving right is positive, and then moving, I think, backwards is negative. So whichever direction you want your shadow to be, you can use those properties. Okay, let me move it down a bit. Okay. So now we would want, I'm just going to copy. So Control C, Control V, bring this here, double click, change to amounts. We can use price. Okay. Let's check the size. So the size is 63 by 24. Roboto medium, 63 by 24. 63 by 24. Roboto medium. Is it Roboto medium? It should be bold. Should it? It's medium. Okay, size is 18. Okay, so let me change here to 18. So we have 18 for the size here. Okay, so 18. Roboto medium. Okay. So I'm making sure it's aligned at the start of this. Okay. And then we can go to the icon, and then I'm going to pick, let's say, add. So add. When I type add, I have this. Go to the icon again. I'm going to type subtract. Okay, so subtract or whatever. Sorry. And then so this is actually going to help our users add more or subtract the number of items they want. Okay. So I can do is just Control C, Control V this. Bring it into the middle here, change it to, let's say the person wants two items. Okay, so you can see this bounding box. Okay, the bounding box isn't actually resizing its wall, like it's taking more than what we have. Okay, so what I have to do is to come here where we have the text fit, and I'm going to select fit to text. Okay, so you can see now it's fitted to the text. Okay, you can bring it here. You can do same for, okay, so this is fitted to the text, and then I'm going to bring this here. Okay, so to make sure they are perfectly aligned, I can just highlight all, okay, and then distribute them using the distribute horizontal, like evenly. Okay, so you can see it's evenly distributed. I'll highlight all, Control G to group, and then I'm going to bring it somewhere here. Okay, let's see if they are aligned. Okay, let me make sure they are aligned to the base. Okay, so we'll just leave it this way. Now what we want is to, is it well distributed? I can see the spacing here is to the left. Okay, let's leave it this way. Now what we would want to do is to actually the number here. So I can select this, Control C, Control V, the dollar sign, and then any price that you want. Let's see the size. So the size for this is 34. 34. Okay, so I'm going to change this to 34. So let's change the color first to this color, and then I'm going to change it to 34. So you can see well, since because we've increased it, to resolve this we just have to go to the text fit and then change to fit to text or fit text. Then let's bring it here. Okay, so the rest is just do some copy and paste. So Control C, Control V. We can just also Control C, Control V this, and then just add some description. Let's type description. So I can paste, I can leave it here. Okay, and then the text will be here. Stretch it here, and then all I have to do is Control C, Control V it, and then I'll bring this here too. Or better still, let's stretch this too. Okay, so that is aligned here, and then we can just add this here. Let's stretch it. Okay, and then can decide to take some of them out. Okay, then I'm going to fit to text. So I'll pause here. In the next lesson would actually work on them, okay, these ones, and then we'll be done with this particular UI. So thank you, and then see you in the next lesson.